Hi there, I'm Christy. Today in this video, I wanted to get a head start on doing some bulb planting for our flower farm, for cut flowers for our local florists here. So our weather has been really crappy. We've had rain, snow, stormy, really gross stuff. And so I wanted to plant some bulbs in crates. And so in order for me to do that, I'm just taking some bulbs that I had ordered wholesale, and I have a unboxing video for all the different varieties I got. But these ones, I'm putting them into the crates, and then I will be growing them on into my greenhouse. I have a bunch of different varieties of lilies and also gladiolus that I am using this method. So basically I put a couple inches of soil in the bottom of a crate with bone meal and slow release fertilizer. For forcing these gladiolus bulbs, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pick out the smaller corms, because they will typically, when they're smaller, the stems are just a little bit smaller, the flowers are a little bit smaller, which is ideal for growing and forcing because they're a little quicker in my experience, and they're just a little bit more usable in arranging and for just garden bouquets. So in here I have a gladiolus mix, a rainbow mix of glads. In here I have a mix of, I think it is called Secret Kiss, which is a black lily. I don't know where the bag is for it. They were just bulk and like wholesale bulk. And then I also have some Tuxedo Time calla lilies in here. And this one is a mix of just kind of the odds and ends of all the lilies that I had kind of random left over. These ones are Rose Lily Double. They're a romantic Rose Lily Double lily mix. They are stunning and they're very, very fragrant. I can even smell them right now. They're beautiful flowers. This one is a Cheerful Encounter. They're a similar color palette, but they are a single. I really like these. They're kind of like a stargazer with white speckle. And then I have this Tanilco, which is really pretty, kind of a corally color. It has lots of different shades, I find. It has a very beautiful appearance to it. So I'm very excited for this one. So yeah, I have these crates. I'm just going to top them with soil, give them a good water in, and set them in the greenhouse. So the way that these, like filling these lilies in like this, the way that this will work is when they're done blooming in the greenhouse and I've harvested them and delivered the blooms to my florists, what'll happen is I will take the bulbs out of the crates and I will put them in the landscape, and some of them will live and some of them won't, but they're just going to be in a perennial bed that is just kind of hanging out, not doing too much, just going on to grow for next year or the year after. So then these will be extra blooms. A lot of flower farmers will either give them away or throw them out, because when you buy wholesale, they're really not all that expensive, but it's kind of nice to have that extra succession without doing any work. So I'm gonna just harvest these, pop them out of the crates, put them in the landscape when they're done blooming, and hope they will bloom next year. That's the plan. Ideally, I would have wanted these to be started in April so that I could have like July blooms. But if I put these in the landscape, I'll have blooms right up into from the end of August into September. So that's perfect for my succession. Since I had everything out already to plant the lilies, I decided to pot up some of these perennial hollyhocks. Now, these ones are a double bloom perennial hollyhock. I had a wonderful little helper, made things go super fast. Chaz was filling the pots with soil. I was adding a handful of bone meal, and we were just getting these guys potted and ready to go. He is learning so much. He's a really great worker, and I'm really enjoying spending this time with Chaz, teaching him how to grow things. He's enjoying it too. snowstorms in May. Road is closed. That's the way I go to town. Hopefully I can get out. They're enjoying the river that's starting to flow through the fields from all the water. I think those are snow geese and Canadian geese. There's a few swans. Look at you too, Mr. Soggy Doggy. Hi, you Soggy Doggy. Let's see how deep the water is on my lawn. Not that bad. If you listen really closely, you hear a little bit of the wind, but mostly that's the river roaring. It's loud. Yesterday morning, I didn't get any video of it, but the water from the dugout was all the way over here. And inside of the greenhouse was a little bit flooded. I haven't been in there yet. We'll go take a look and see. But this was all water yesterday. Normally I'd be all over that with my camera, but I was super busy. Tyson wasn't home yet. Chaz was at his mom's, and I just had a lot to get done, so I didn't video. It is what it is. I don't even want to look in here, to be honest. The furnace stopped working yesterday, and I just shut everything down. So we'll see how much damage I have. really warm in here. These guys are dry. It's warm, so I don't have to worry about that. It's not so bad. There was more water in here yesterday. Not too bad. Could have been worse. This is all I have for damage. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Oh my goodness. Happy Mother's Day. Choy looks good. That. Maybe we'll have some of that for supper. There's something eating it though. It's got bug damage. I don't know what it is. Huh. Weird. I was really excited to see that the pampas grass is starting to wake up. It was a happy day yesterday when I seen that green on there. And there was another one, I just seen it. This one's starting to wake up. But yeah, very exciting day. We should go check those tunnels. Let's see. Look good. So these little tunnel loopy things, they're holding up really well. We had several inches of rain, and then we had really heavy wet snow, and they seem to be holding up. So I'm really happy with them. It was very inexpensive. Amazon bind. I will link the stuff in the description below of all the things that I used, except for the bricks. The bricks came with the greenhouse, but the tunnel and the clips and the loops, I will post which ones I'm using here, and they work really great. It was -6, I think, was the coldest, and they still look good. There's some lilies coming up there. Let's see. There's a couple other ones there. So far this netting has worked really good to keep the dogs, the cats, and everything out. So I got these guys in here. It looks good. It's +10 in here. 10 degrees Celsius. I'm just gonna pull these off. Some of the ranunculus are just not very happy right now, but they're making a comeback. These ones had frozen really, really hard, and they're starting to push new growth. So I'm really happy. They just look sort of sad right now. Yeah, the ranunculus are just doing their thing. It looks dry, but it's quite moist underneath, so these guys look good. The spinach, these are also ranunculus. That's for me. The spinach is starting to catch up a little bit, I guess. These are definitely slower. So the seaside spinach and the responder spinach are way, way, way slower. Responder and also the lakeside are way slower than the giant winter. Giant winter is second fast, but the Bloomsdale spinach is by far kicking butt in this little seed competition. None of them have had heat on them. They haven't been covered, and we seeded them. I'll link that video in the description below when we sowed them. Yeah. We also treated these pots for fungus, gnats, and the treatment worked really well. There's none in here at all in the whole place, so that made me happy. I'm trying to keep it that way. These ranunculuses are doing really well. They are happy. These guys look good. We do have some growth on the ranunculus, or the lisianthus. These ones, once they start growing, they're just gonna catch up and just go crazy. That's how they work. This one's starting to push some new leaves up. I think this is a Roseanne Brown. And I did not harvest lettuce, but I think I'm gonna do that tonight. Tyson's home, so we're gonna have some sort of a salad with this. I was hoping, since it's Mother's Day, that I wouldn't have to cook, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Yeah, these guys look really nice. These ranunculus look beautiful. I'm really happy with them. They like this spot. And these lupins, they definitely want to go outside. So I'm hoping that this next few days that the weather will break enough that they can go outside. The one thing I haven't checked in a little bit is my apple trees to see if they are going to survive this, or if they survive the winter. I don't have a lot of faith in my pear tree, but I think that the apple trees have some potential. So I'll go check them and see if they're going to survive the really, really harsh winter that we had. It looks like they're waking up. There's little fuzzies on the end of where all the fruit would be deforming, developing. Looks like it may have lived. This one did. Let's see this one. So saturated in here. Yeah. It looks like it's trying to wake up. It is waking up, you guys. I'm so happy. Yes, we may have apples this year. I don't know about this pear tree, or plum tree. It's not a pear tree, it's a plum tree. It's called Pembina plum. It's supposed to be really hardy, and I don't see any life in it thus far. Maybe it takes longer to wake up, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith that this one lived, but I will give it some time. And I don't see any garlic coming up yet. No garlic. I did notice the Saskatoons are waking up, which makes me really happy. They look nice. These are such a beautiful tree, like a decorative, or like from the food. I guess you guys probably call them serviceberry. We call them Saskatoon bushes here. They're really stunning. They get these gorgeous white blooms, and they make really good fruit and preserves from the fruit. One of our favorite pies is Saskatoon berry pie. And our favorite jam is Saskatoon berry jam. So I love them. Favorite, absolute favorite. They all just came in. They're all a little saturated. I don't want to scare them back outside because it's raining and wet, but find Molly, and I think she's locked up with the chickens. Molly, are you in there? Molly. Molly. Molly, want some cheese? Cheese. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. It's good she can't fit through it, but she can. Hi, Gracie. Thank you so much for watching my farm vlog. I appreciate you sticking around to the end. Much love. Bye for now.